We ready here or what? Let's go already. Oh, come on. Just die already. I'll grind him into dust. What a goddamn pain.
Oh, hey! I know I told you this already, but the sun can grant wishes. What you think? Any wishes you want granted?
Let's see. I'd wish to stay with my family forever, I guess.
Sounds like you don't believe it can actually happen. Here's our fourth Dark Scarecrow. I wonder what's gonna happen to that girl in black.
The girl in black arrives in a digital world. It is the true home for AIs like herself. The girl believes Unit 1 must be here, and she sets out in search of her. Unit 1 was said to have been deactivated after making a grave error. And yet she lives on, singing songs of peace under a new name and appearance. The girl cannot comprehend the actions of her predecessor. She wonders if this is because she is incomplete. "I finally found you," says the girl in black. In response, Unit 1 turns to face her. The girl in white stares at her counterpart, confused. The other AI readies her weapon and makes clear her desire. "I will take your right eye. I will finally be complete."
Stop! Is there any point to this?
Shut up. What do you know? I've been compared to you my entire life. I must be complete. It's what is demanded of me.
I was a failure! You don't need my data!
I must know why you failed, if I am to lead this country. Why? Why does no one understand? A crooked smile crosses the face of the girl in black. The object of her obsession is so close now. The other girl struggles as she moves her hand closer to her eye. Closer. Closer. And then, with great strength, she rips it free. But the moment she places the stolen eye in her own empty socket, her mind shatters. Thoughts of her past atrocities race through her, followed by a tidal wave of guilt and regret. For the thing the girl in black lacked, which she now has, was a conscience. Warnings flood her memory banks. Her senses collapse, and she vanishes. The silence of the virtual space is perfect. The girl in white touches a terminal and goes to see what has become of the outside world. Having lost its ruling AI during wartime, the country's end came within months. The girl in white wanted to atone for her mistakes by giving the people song and prayer. She wanted... With her conscience stolen away, the girl is now a hollow shell. Her question rises up and vanishes on the wind, whispering endlessly through a graveyard of empty buildings.
Both girls did everything they could for their people. But not even an advanced AI can predict its own fate. Anyway, you did good. You're a real trooper. Now here's that paycheck you've been waiting for. A soul fragment.
A fragment. I finally got one. But just one's not enough to get me home, is it?
I know you're anxious, but we just need to keep moving ahead.
Are those? These TVs look a lot like the one I have at...
Do you really think it's just a coincidence? Come on, try to remember.
In a metropolitan high school, the windows have been flung wide to welcome the early summer breeze. The chatter of students eager to head home fills the halls. A girl emerges from a classroom. Her friend has been asking for this particular favor for the entire school year. "All right," says the girl, "but you owe me a soda." Her teacher's confidence in her ability could not be more clear. "I'll do my best," responds the girl, giving her teacher a polite smile that fails to reach the eyes. She deftly turns down the invitation with a promise to go later and rushes for the school gates. To all eyes, the girl is a sociable, clever student who openly embraces all the joys youth has to offer. The girl makes her way down a quiet residential street, away from the chaos and clatter of the city. She hurries home with quick and silent steps. "I'm home," she calls out in a relieved voice after stepping through the door. Said home is a meager, unfortunate apartment, a far cry from the halcyon image of her school life. The girl finds her father sitting listlessly in a room barely large enough for two. She begins to buzz about the space, straightening and cleaning without the slightest hint of resentment. Perched casually atop the TV is a bank book that represents their entire life as father and daughter. The remaining balance is less than some of her friends' allowances. But she manages to make ends meet by working part-time. She carefully picks a rumpled suit off the floor and places it neatly on a hanger. When did he last wear this? She wonders to herself. He has been unemployed ever since he and her mother divorced. She finds a family photo fallen from one of the gaps between books. It shows her with her parents and little brother, who had gone to live with their mother after the divorce. It shows a time when happiness was not yet a fiction, and after a moment, she crushes it in her fist. The room tidied, the girl alights on a cushion and takes a small rest. Her father's speech is dull, flat. It sounds like the final puff of air released from a corpse. His ex-wife's wasteful spending had saddled him with impossible debts. Emotionally and spiritually broken, her father's daily life had become a thing of rote and sorrow. But it had not always been so. The man once provided his little girl with all the joy imaginable. So no matter how hard their life might be, she would continue to smile for his sake. But... Was that my past? What in the world is going on?
I know life wasn't easy with your pops. But if you wish for it, you should be able to rewrite your past.
Life never changed for me, no matter what I did. Do you really think I can rewrite the past?
Sure I do. Well, if you manage to fix the sun, that is.
Then I'll go with you and collect the rest of the soul fragments.
I knew you'd be up to the task.
When I get all the fragments, I'll...
Yes, sirree. And I'll do my part, too.
It seems we've reached the edge of the cage. I suppose we should just wait around here for a bit.